Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to discuss the Infosys interview question, and this is the latest interview question which asks in the first week of the April, that is 2025. In the previous video we have discussed the previous question, and in this video we are going to discuss the remaining interview question for the Infosys. So let's begin. The first question for this video, the first question is different between the hash map and hash set. So all you know guys, what is hash map and what is hash set. Hash map means when we talk about a real life example about hash map and hash set. So hash map is a dictionary which contain the word and its meaning, and hash set contain the basket of unique fruits, means no duplicate like the two apples, means it contain the unique fruits. The basket contain the unique fruits. So hash set contain the unique value, and hash map represent the key value pair. So its difference is hash map store the key value pair and hash set store the only value. So hash map does not allow any duplicate key, but it allow the duplicate values. And in the hash set it does not allow any duplicate values, because hash set contain the only unique value. When we talk about the null value in the hash map, so hash map allow one null key but a multiple null value. Hash map allow one null key with a multiple null value, and the hash set contain only one null element allowed. As the internal working in the hash map, so hash map internally uses the hash table, but hash set internally uses the hash map, means because in the hash set value are stored as a key. Now when we talk about the accessing hash map and hash set, so we can access the hash map using keys, and we can access the hash set using only the value, because hash set contain the only values, it does not contain any key value pair. Now when we use the hash map and when we use the hash set, so when we are working in the framework, so we use hash map when we want a key based retrieve values, and we use the hash set when we want to maintain just unique data within a framework. That time we use the hash set. So guys, if the interviewer asks when where you use the hash map and hash set in your framework, so we have to tell like we use the hash map concepts when we have to retrieve the value as a key value based pair, and we use the hash set where we have to maintain the unique data within a framework. That time we use the hash set. And if he asks the real time example for hash map and hash set, so hash set is a fruit of the basket, means it contains the unique fruits, and hash map is a consider is like a dictionary in the word and its meaning. Word is a key and its meaning as a value, like this. So now moving to the next question, and next question is different between array and the array list. So guys, before moving to the next question, I have gathered the 4000 or 3000 plus interview question from various platforms like Telegram channel, LinkedIn group, and the WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp group, and I have tried to provide its answer with a real life example, and also I have include its example in the framework. Also I include its answer, like how to explain these questions answer in the interview. And this question set is for the Selenium, manual testing, Java, RestAssured, and the API testing. I have also include the project related question, scenario based question, and the BDD question. So if you want these notes, I am giving its link in the comment box and the description box. So go through this link, and if you have any queries about these notes, so you can contact my email. I am sharing my email on the description box. And if you have any queries regarding videos, so you can comment in the comment box. Now the moving to the our question, different between the array and the array list. So first we talk about the real life analogy for the array and the array list. So consider array like is a fixed size egg tray, means egg tray contain only the 12 eggs. If you can add a 13 eggs, so it can hold. And the array list, consider the array list like expanding boxes, means we can add or remove the egg as we need. So array is a fixed size egg tray, and the array list is a expanding boxes, so we can add or remove the egg from the array list. But array it is a fixed size, so it can only hold the 10, 12 and 15 eggs. We can't extend the array list. it is a real life example for the array and the array list. And so now we see the its difference. So difference like when we talk about each side, so array is a fixed in the size and the array list is a dynamic in the nature, means it can grow or shrink at a runtime. So when we talk about its type, so array can store only the primitive data types and the array list can store only the object. So and the third is array is a part of the core Java and array list is a part of the collection. So when we talk about its performance, so array is a slightly faster than the array list and the array list is a slower as compared to the array. So when we talk about its syntax, so array syntax is a this type of the syntax as you can see on the screen, and array list syntax is it. And when we talk about its length method, so we can write array dot length and in the while using the array, and we use the list dot size. Size is a method of the sites contain the length of the array list, like this. When we talk about any packages import, so when we use the array, there is no import need to import any package, but when we use the array list, so we have to import the package like java.util.arraylist, means array list is from the java.util package. And when we talk about any null value, so array list can have a null value for the object array and the array list have a null values like this. So in this way we have to explain this question in the interview. So guys, I have also, so as you see on the screen, if the how to explain this question in the interview, so we have to explain like this: array are static and their size is a fixed when we create it. Array can hold both primitive and the object, and they have a better performance because of lower memory overload. And if I need a collection that can dynamically grow or shrink dynamically during runtime, I prefer using array list. Array list store only object and inbuilt method like it's an inbuilt method like add, remove and clear. So in this way I have also include how to explain the questions in the interview. So in that notes, if you have these notes, I am giving its link in the description and the comment box. Now the next question is, what is a collection in Java? So let's begin. So first we see the collection. So collection in Java is like a container that is used to store and manage a group of the object. Means collection is a container which is used to store, manage and the manage the group of the object. It is not store the primitive like int, char. It store only the object. And the collection is a framework that provide a different interface like a list interface, set interface, queue interface, and it contain the different classes like array list, hash set, linked list. So and there is a different method like add, remove, search and sorting the data. Now the next question is, interviewer can ask this question also. So why do we need the collection? First we see the what is collection. So collection is a group of the object to manage, it is used to store, manage and store the group of the object. It is not storing the primitive like int, char. It stored only the object. So collection contain the different interface like list, set, queue, and it also contain the different classes like array list, hash set and the linked list. Now interview can ask the again one question, that why do we need the collection? So we need a collection to handle and process a large amount of data, to perform the common operation like sorting data, searching object, sorting object or storing multiple object, deleting object, like this. So if the interviewer asks give me the real life example for the collection, so collection is like a basket. Consider the collection is like a basket, so we can put a multiple item like fruits, toys, etc. inside it. Similarly, Java collections is a multiple object inside a single container. Now on the collection there is a third question form, then hierarchy of the collection framework. So interviewer can ask, first the question is what is collection, so why do we need the collections, and the third is the hierarchy of the collection. So collection is a interface. It contains the various interface like list interface, set interface and the queue interface. List interface contain the classes like array list, linked list and the vector, and the set interface consists the classes like hash set, link hash set and the tree set. And where we talk about the queue interface, so queue interface contain the linked list and the priority queue. So in this way we have to explain the hierarchy of the collection. So there is a some point regarding in interview. So collection means it is a root interface for storing the group of object. It does not store the primitive data type because it store only the object. It provide the method like add, remove, contain and the size. It is a part of the java.util package. And why we need the collections? So to simplify handling the multiple object like this. Now I hope guys you can understand all the collection concept in this Java. So next question is, why is the string immutable in Java? So guys, this is the most important question. Why is string immutable in Java? When the interviewer asks about the string concept, so it is the most important question. So the question is, why is a string immutable in the Java? So first we will see the definition of immutable. Immutable means once the object is created, we can't be changed. So in Java, string objects are the immutable because we cannot modify the string value after it is created. And if we try to modify like changing the value, so a new string object is created and the old one remain unchanged. So technical reason means why the string is immutable. So first is the security reason, because string are widely used in the sensitive places like file path, network connection, database URL, and if the string are mutable, hacker can change its value and causing the security issue. First reason is the security. So because string is widely used in the sensitive places like file path, network connection. Then the third is the thread safety. Thread safety means immutable objects are naturally thread safe, so multiple thread can use the same string without conflict. Caching means string pool. String pool in Java store the string in a special memory called the string pool. So reusing strings it saves the memory, and if the strings were the mutable, so it changes one object would affect the other sharing the same reference. And the performance wise, immutable objects are faster and easier for the JVM to optimize internally. So string is immutable in the Java. And when we talk about any real life example, so immutable string means consider the like your PAN card number or the Aadhaar card number. Once created, it can be changed. So if we want to a new name address, so we have to issue a new PAN card. Similarly, a new string object is created in the Java. So guys, it is the most important question, and if the interviewer asks give me the real life example about the string mutability, so you can give the example like PAN card and the Aadhaar card. So once we create, we can't change it. As you see in the first we take a one string, that is hello, and then we just concat with the word. After concatenating the word with a hello, output will be the hello word. So first is the str is a string object is when we print the first object, so it will be the still it is a hello, not hello word, because we are printing the first value. But when we change its value like string str2 is equal to str.concat, means we are assigning this value to the new reference that is string2. So new object will be the hello word, and remaining all object remaining same, that is hello, like this. So I hope you guys you understand this concept of the string immutability. So string are immutable for security, caching, thread safety and the performance reason, and it's stored in the string constant pool. Operation like concat, replace we can do on the string like this. Now the next question is difference between the collection and the collection. So before moving to this question, so I have gathered the 3000 or 3000 interview question. Maybe this is a 3000 plus interview question which gather from the different platform like Telegram channel, LinkedIn, WhatsApp group, and I have tried to provide all 3000 questions answer with a real life example. That also I have include how to explain these questions in the interview. So if you want these notes, I am giving its link in the comment box, description box, so you can go through this link and take these notes. Now our question is different between the collection and the collections. So guys, we will take first the real life example for the collection and the collection. So collection is a consider like a plan to create a basket to store the object. store the fruit means collection is a basket to which will going to be store the fruits. And the collection means it is a helper tool like pillar cleaner which is a utility method to work on the fruits. Means collection is a fruit of basket and the collection is a helper tool like knife, peelers and the cleaner which will work on that fruits. I hope guys you understood this example. Collection is a basket, fruit of basket, and collections is a helper tool which will going to the which will act like a knife, peeler and the cleaner. So as an example wise, collection is a interface and the collection is a class, and collection is from the java.util package, and collection is also part of the java.util package. Collection represent a group of the object like a framework to work with the list, set and the queue, and the class provide the utility method to work like a sorting, searching and the reversing operations. So as a inheritance, so collection is a root interface for list, set and the queue, and the collections is a helper class that contain the static method, and we use the collection to create a collections type like list, set and the queue, and we use to perform the operations like sorting, searching, synchronizing, finding minimum and the maximum value on the collections like this. So I hope guys you understood this, the difference collection and the collection. Now moving to the next difference, and the next difference is the string buffer and the string builder. So the question is the difference between the string buffer and the string builder. So string buffer means considered like a bank locker with a security guard, means every operation is checked the carefully. And the string builder considered like a personal drawer without a guard, means string buffer has a security, tight security, and the string builder is a security without a guard. So every operation is checked carefully in the string buffer, and in the string builder it is faster to access but not secure if a multiple people use it at the same time. Now we see the difference. So string buffer is introduced in the Java 1.0, and the string builder is introduced Java 5 as a thread safety. So string buffer is a thread safe because method are the synchronized, and the string builder is not thread safe because in the method contains string builder is not a synchronized. String buffer is a slower because of the synchronization overhead, and the string builder is a faster because of the no synchronization. Now the one question is formed when we use the string buffer and when we use the string builder. So we use string buffer, so multiple thread are accessing and modifying the string, and we use string builder when only one thread is accessing the string. As a mutability, both are the mutable, they can change their content without creating the new object. In the string buffer, method contain the append, insert, delete, reverse, and the string builder contain the method like append, insert, delete, means same method but not synchronized. So in this way we can explain in the interview the difference between the string builder and the string buffer like this. Okay, now moving to the next question, and the next question is difference between the put versus patch request. So these questions belong to the API testing. So put versus patch, so this question is from the API testing. As we talk about the real life example for the put and the patch, so consider put is a replace the entire house, and patch is repair the one window. So put means when we talk about the put request, so consider the one house, and when we use the put means we have to replace the entire house. If you don't like house window, you rebuild the entire house again. And when we talk about the patch request, so patch means repair the one window only the when there is a means when we don't like the window, we only fix that particular window without touching the rest of the house. So I hope you guys you understand this is the real life example put and the patch. Put means replace the entire house, and patch means replace the only one window that we don't like. So difference means put first we talk about its purposes. So purpose means put completely replace the existing resources, and patch partially update the existing resources. If you send a put request, we need to send a full data, and when we send a patch request, we send only the field that we want to update. And the request body means it contains the fully updated data, and it contains the only the field that need to be the update. Size of request, the put is a request because we are sending the full updated data, and the patch request size is small because we can sending the only the field that we need to be updated. And when we use the put and when we use the patch request, so we use a put request when we want to replace the entire resources with a new data, and when we use a patch request when we wants to modify only the some field of the resources, not a fully data. So now question is how to explain this question in the interview. So we put and patch are both HTTP method used for the updating resources. Put is used when we want to replace the entire resources, meaning means we send a complete data even if one field is changed, and patch is used when we only need to update a few field of the resources without touching the rest. So put is fully independent and the patch is the mostly independent. So in my API testing projects, I prefer a patch when only a few field needs update to improve the efficiency. So in this way we have to explain this question in the interview. Now the last question is interviewer asks some gits command like git add, git commit and the git difference. So git add means it moves the changes from your working directory into the staging area. So when we use the git add command, we are moving our data to the staging area. So it tells the git that I am ready to include this file in the next commit. File are not saved to the repository. Git commits means it actually saves your stages changes into the git repository history. So it's like clicking save the snapshot of your changes. Now the question is difference between the put and the patch. So put means consider a put is a entire house, and the patch is a repair the one window. Means when we use a put request, we replace the entire house even if we don't like a window, and the patch means we only update a one window that we don't like. So we use a put means when we use a put request means we update the entire resources, and when we use the patch we update the only the part of the some part of the resources. So if you use a put request, we need to send a full data, so each size is a bigger as compared to the patch request. And when we use the patch request, we are sending the only the field that we want to update. So put request body contain the full updated data, and the patch request body only the field. Now the question is when we use a put request and when we use the patch request. So when we want to replace the entire resources, that time we use the put request, and when we want to use the specific or the modify that we want to update, that time we use the patch request. So same request again and again doesn't change the result when we use the put request. And also it is used means patch is a smaller in size because we send only a partial data is sent. So and now the question is how to explain this question in the interview. So we can tell the interviewer like this: put and the patch both HTTP method which is used for the updating resources. Put is used when we want to replace the entire resources with a new one, meaning means we send a complete data even we want a one field is change. And patch is used when we only need to update a few field of the resources without touching the remaining body. So question now the question is again one form, that is where you use the patch request and the put request in your project. So in my API testing project, I prefer patch when only a few field need update to improve the efficiency, and when we want to fully updated data, that time we use the put request. So put means पूरा update करना है, and the patch means we have to partially update the data like this. Now the next question is basic interviewer asks the basic git command like git add, git commit and the git difference. So git add means it is it moves a file into staging but does not save to the repository. So Git adds concept like it move the file into staging but does not saving to the repository, and git commit means it saves the file from staging area to the repository history. Like this means it is like clicking save on the snapshot of your changes. Like, and we must provide the commit message describing your changes when we use the git commit. And the git diff means it is showing the difference between the two version of file. So it is comparing the code changes like working directory versus staging area and the staging area versus repository, like this. So guys, I have created the one notes which contain the 3000 plus interview question, and I have gathered this question from the various platform like Telegram channel, WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp group, and the LinkedIn groups. So I have also gathered this question from the various website which is used for the software testing. So, and this note contain the questions for the Selenium interview question, Java interview question, manual testing interview question, API testing, and the RestAssured interview question. And I have tried to give its answer, all these 3000 questions answer in a format like I also include its real type example, and also include how to explain these all question in the interview. And I also try to provide its question syntax in very detail. So if you want this note, I am giving its link in the description and the comment box also. So please go through this link and sharing your thought about your notes. And if you have any queries regarding these videos or the regarding my notes, so I am giving it's my contacted email on the description box. So if you have any queries, so contact me on my email. And if you like my content, so please do like, share, and the subscribe. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you for once again.